everyone, welcome back to Measuremix. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new DIYs. Today I'm going to be doing the last of my Dollar Tree Easter DIYs for you guys. I feel like I have been doing them for forever now because Easter falls so late this year, but I figured I'd go ahead and do these last two Easter DIYs for you guys in case you needed a couple more ideas for some decor, because Easter is still a couple weeks away. So before I get started on that, I do want to answer a few questions that you guys have had about some of the items in the background of my intros. And one of the questions was about this picture frame that says, "May your journey always lead you home." And I did not DIY that. I got that from Kirkland's a couple years ago. My husband got it for me for Christmas, so I don't know if it's still available, but I do think it might be something that could easily be DIY'd. So if you guys want to see something like that in a video, let me know down in the comments below. The other question that I've had is for this terrarium behind me. I did make that last year on my channel. It was one of my first videos. I just made it out of Dollar Tree picture frames. So it's definitely not my original idea. There's tons of videos out there, and Pinterest has some tutorials out there. But if you guys want to see how I made mine, you can check out the link down below in my description box, and I'll leave that there for you. And then the last question I have gotten is about this blanket ladder behind me. I did make this blanket ladder a few years ago. I don't have a video on it because it was before I had my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see a tutorial on how to make this blanket ladder, I'd be happy to make one. Let me know down in the comments below. The only thing I probably can't replicate is the stain, because it was a mixture of just whatever stain I had out in my garage at the time, and it was probably like 3 or 4 stains mixed with some paint, some white paint and some water, and yeah, so it's might be a little hard to replicate the stain, but I can definitely try, and I can definitely replicate the ladder for you guys if you want to see that. So let me know down in the comments below. So, all right guys, anyways, let's go ahead and get started on the Easter DIYs. For this first DIY, I'm going to be making a bunny wreath with a floral crown. I'm going to use one of these light colored larger willow wreaths from Dollar Tree, and then 2 packs of the white doilies, also from Dollar Tree. I'm only going to use 3 of them out of the pack for this project. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the doily and center that design in the middle of the wreath, and then I'm going to hot glue the edges of the doily down to the wreath. Now I'm going to be making bunny ears for my wreath. So what I'm going to do is just draw the shape of an ear out on a piece of extra foam board that I had lying around. And then I just cut that out with a box cutter, and I used the first one as a template for the second ear. And then I came back, and I want the middle out of each ear to be cut out. So I just went ahead and drew that and cut that out with my box cutter, and then took that middle and used that as a template for the second ear and cut that out with a box cutter. Now I'm going to take the 2 other doilies, and I'm going to wrap the ears with the doily. So I just centered where I wanted the design to show through in the middle of the ear, which I just used one of the scalloped edges at the top of the doily to put the point of my ear at, and then I just cut around that to make it fit the ear. Now I'm just going to take some hot glue, and I'm just going to hot glue the doily around the ear, and I just did that to the second ear as well. Next, I'm just going to attach the ears to the top of the wreath with some hot glue. You could use floral wire if you wanted to, but you're also going to see me later on in the video change the placement of the ears because they're too far apart here. They need to be closer together, but I didn't realize until I was almost done that that is what needed to happen. Looks kind of more like a cat when I got done with it. So the placement of the ears are pretty important. So now what I'm doing is I am taking 4 bunches of hydrangeas in one in pink, 1 in blue, 1 in purple, and 1 in white, and then I just pick the tops off, and now I'm just hot gluing them to the top of the wreath in between the ears like you would see a floral crown. Here's where I changed the ears. I just cut them off and now I'm placing them where I want them to go and putting some hot glue on them. And this is how it turned out. I think it is really pretty for spring and for Easter. I love the bunnies with the floral crowns. You're seeing them everywhere this year, so that's kind of what inspired me to make this wreath. For this last DIY, I'm going to be using these paper round doilies from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 32 and they're the 8-inch size ones. And I just took them out of the pack and they are all stacked on top of each other here. So while I'm drawing, all of them are together. What I'm doing is I am just tracing out the shape of a bunny. I'm just using the 3 scalloped edges towards the bottom of the doily to start to draw my body. And then the head, I'm using the 1 scalloped edge at the top of the doily. And then I come back around to the ears and I use the lace part of the doily for the ears. And then I am just going to cut the shape out of all 32 of them together with my scissors. You just want to be kind of careful when you are cutting the lace part out because it will rip easily. These are pretty thin doilies. After the bunnies were all cut out, I came back with my hole punch and I hole punched in all 32 of them a hole at the top of their heads. And now I'm just going to take my blue chalk paint and paint the front and the back of 4 bunnies, and then take my pink chalk paint and do the same thing to 4 more of the bunnies. And then I left 4 of them white. And I will leave those colors down in the description box that I used. Now I just put some cotton balls on the backs of the bunnies with some hot glue and I strung them with some twine. And I have a cute little piece of garland for my fireplace. And actually with the leftover white bunnies, I went ahead and attached some cottontails to those as well. And I hung those in my living room just across my mirrors above my couch, and I just think that looks really cute and farmhouse for this spring. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the last of my Easter DIYs. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and that is it. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.